Oppo recently released their mid-range 18:9 aspect ratio phone, the F5. And after comparing it to another 18:9 mid-ranger, the Huawei Nova 2i, we had to review the full-screen Oppo phone and see how it differs from edge-to-edge screen smartphones today. What's up Manila? This is Rain of Manila Shaker and this is our review of the Oppo F5. Perhaps the foremost design feature on the Oppo F5 is the 18:9 display it holds, protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 in a plastic case with a metal frame. Edges on the F5 also has a sharper feel compared to most mid-range phones today, which adds more grip to the user and highlighting side bezels even more. The F5 also lets you have a dual SIM with a micro SD card, all together with its dedicated SIM trays, and just below it, the power button with the volume rockers located on the opposite side of the handset. Meanwhile, at the rear end is a protruding 16-megapixel rear camera with its LED flash just beside it. While just above the Oppo logo is the fingerprint scanner, which is becoming a standard not just for 18:9 aspect ratio phones. Antennae line are also the same color as the logo and side bezels, and at the bottom bunk of the phone are the speaker, micro USB port, microphone, and headphone jack. The F5 displays a 16 inches 1080 by 2160 IPS LCD, and regarding the color contrast, it's hard to tell what tone it leans on, for either colors are too bright or too dark in an image or video, even at the home screen itself. Either way, you'll still be able to enjoy the 18:9 experience when watching videos or playing video games with the F5. The Oppo F5 is running on ColorOS 3.2 based on Nougat. And don't go looking for an app drawer, for there isn't any. Swiping up below the phone's display will lead you to Control Center, which I won't be surprised if they switch it to small widgets in a future update. Navigation keys can also be found below the F5's display, which you can hide with a quick tap and a quick swipe up to bring it back on. The F5 also features a screen off gesture like drawing an O to turn on camera or a V to turn on the torchlight. However, withdrawing the gesture doesn't close the feature but reopens it. The F5 also lets you decide whether you want the split screen feature activated or not, and can be activated by holding the multitasking button on the navigation keys. One of the great features in the F5 is its 16-megapixel rear camera, which also lets you switch from a standard 4:3 ratio to an 18:9 ratio to maximize the full screen feature. Daylight shots are pretty detailed even on a closer inspection, and color reproduction making a great photo quality overall. Nighttime shots may not take distance lighting well, but still deliver great results even there are small visible noises on the photo. The rear camera may not have the becoming standard depth effect, but the front 20-megapixel camera won't disappoint you. Depth effect gives great but not perfect results, for it struggles in some photos to differentiate subject edges from the background. Selfie shots also have great results even without the beauty feature on. Beauty mode can also be either on auto or manual, which you can decide how much beautification you want in a photo. Video recording can also go up to 1080p at 30 frames per second with decent results in daylight and nighttime shots. The F5 runs on a MediaTek Helio P23 with 4GB RAM. With benchmark results, check it out here. As mentioned before, the Oppo F5 is not at its final software and hardware. Geekbench results will come out after the initial consumer-ready F5 units are released. Gaming experience in the F5 is pretty decent, but don't expect a smooth 60 frames per second with its current chipset. The Oppo F5 may not be the beast at the battery department, it still packs a decent juice to last you a day of usage, and the fast charging is a big bonus with the F5. Check out our Manila Shaker battery rating here. Speakers on the F5 are pretty loud and is honestly the loudest compared to the mid-range handsets we had our hands on. With many mid-range 18:9 display handsets that are coming out today, despite not having a dual camera, the F5 has the greatest photo output in our opinion. It may not be the best at performance, but it's definitely a good phone for selfies. The Oppo F5 is available in local and online stores retailing at $320 or at 15,990 pesos. Comment down below what you think, like if you love the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. This has been Rain of Manila Shaker. Thank you for watching.